Welcome back to another game-changing episode on Profit Made Simple, where each and every week I share content so you can make more money, so you can have more impact within your business, and you can have a business that gives you freedom, that's designed on your terms. And today's episode, we have an extremely powerful and valuable topic: how to create a Facebook marketing strategy for your business. You see, Facebook marketing has generated millions of dollars for my businesses, and I'm going to be sharing with you the blueprint so you can get the same results. But before I do, let's keep the energy high, smash the like button, hit subscribe so more entrepreneurs and business owners can get access to this information. In today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 critical steps so we can turn your business into a Facebook marketing powerhouse. Let's dive in. First step in designing your Facebook marketing strategy is to get very clear around the goals for the strategy itself. So many people dive in and just throw stuff at the wall hoping it's going to stick. But we must begin with the end in mind. What is the purpose for our Facebook marketing strategy? Do we want more leads? Do we want to build our database? Do we want to build an online community? Or do we want to create awareness? It may be a combination of all of these 4, but you must be specific about what you want and why. Then we can design the strategy to reach and exceed those goals. The second step involves researching your market so you understand them better than they understand themselves. For your Facebook marketing strategy to be truly impactful, we need to do the background work. We need to understand their frustrations, their fears, their wants, their aspirations. We need to craft content, whether it's written or video, that enters the conversation that is going on in their mind. When they read or watch you, they should see that you clearly understand their pain, their hell, their problems. But at the same time, you're able to articulate a solution, a promise that resolves their pain. But how do we do this? We need to survey our clients. We need to understand their emotions, their thought processes. We need to test organic content. What's resonating? What's connecting? What's attracting? What's repelling? And then you need to have a look at your competitors. Go onto Facebook ad library. What are some of the ads that have been on there for a long period of time? What's been successfully working in the same marketplace? Only then can you then design the messaging so it really hits at the heart, so it stands apart in a sea of sameness. So when your client reads this, they know that this is the solution they've been looking for and are therefore happy to give up their details or to click away from Facebook onto another website. The research and how much you do and the depth that you go to will be completely congruent with the success of your Facebook marketing strategy. The more you do, the more successful this strategy will be. The third step in our Facebook marketing strategy is all around the design of the ad itself. Now, there are so many options when you go into the paid Facebook marketing space. You can choose engagement, awareness, conversion, traffic, lead generation. But what I'm going to recommend is that you have a strategy that has 3 levels. And you need to choose placements that are aligned with your goals and how your market consumes information. So you may use images, you may use a carousel, you may use videos, long form, short form in the way of reels. But the 3 levels remain unchanged. Number 1, we want to create engagement and awareness. It's very hard to sell to a consumer if they don't know you, if there's no trust there, if there's no rapport. We can build this through engagement content. It is primarily video centric. And what we're going to do is we're just going to create really valuable videos that serve the audience. We're not asking for details or anything else. So this can take form in a company story. It might be client testimonials, or it might be videos that are really helpful tips. This enables us to create omnipresence. It enables us to build an audience on Facebook that we can later retarget. And if you're a local business, this is a great way for getting your brand out there, to being known in the local market itself. So our first level is engagement and awareness. Our second level is lead generation. And I love to use lead form ads when it comes to Facebook marketing. And the reason is they are so easy. You don't need a website. You don't need any fancy landing page software. And it's one less variable that we have to design or optimize. So we create lead ads using the lead forms on the native Facebook platform. Because when a prospect sees that, it auto-fills and it's very easy to generate the leads themselves. But there are 5 key elements with your lead generation ads that you really need to optimize. Number 1 is the actual offer itself. This is really important. We want to make sure that when we go into the ocean, we're throwing the right hook. And so it has to be an enticing, irresistible offer, and that's why we do the research. The second part of our conversion ads is the actual media itself. So you've got your offer, then the media. These can be text-based images, they can be aspirational images, they can be community images, they can be carousels, they can be short-form videos, they can be long-form videos. And you want to test different formats because different markets respond in different ways. The third part is your headline. The headline needs to stop the scroll. It needs to capture the attention. You see, Facebook is a disruptive advertising platform. People are scrolling. They're looking for friends' posts. They're looking for memes. They're looking for reels. And your ad needs to disrupt them. It needs to be pattern interrupting. And a strong headline will do this. Now, one of my favorite formats for a strong headline is call out the person, and you may want to use one of 3. Preferably, you can use all 3. You may call out their gender, their age, or their locality. All right, so, attention Eastern Suburbs men, age 40 plus, who would like to build muscle and get rid of the dad bod. All right, that's a powerful headline that speaks to that specific audience. The fourth part is the actual copy itself. You've got long form copy, you've got short form copy. If you're using longer form copy, you're going to get a better quality of lead, but you need to optimize the copy for longer. So you really want to tap in to those fears, those frustrations. You want to twist the knife on those problems and the impact of those problems and what it is costing them. And then you want to position your product and the solutions that you have and how it's going to make their life better. But you must also tell them what to do. It must have a strong call to action. So it might be click here if you want to remove the dad bod. Click learn more to register your interest. And then the fifth part is the actual targeting itself. If you're a local business, you're going to be much more narrow. But you want to generally have separate ads for each gender. And I like ads that have targets of about 20 years, i.e. 20 to 40, i.e. 40 to 60, because the language, the images, the media is going to be very, very different. So they're the 5 key elements. And really you get better at this, the more you do, the more reps that you get done. And eventually you want to split test. You want to do A and B split testing so you know that this image is our best image with this headline, with this copy, with this call to action. And this is a process of refinement that takes time, which I'll talk about more in a moment. Our third type of ad that we want to do is a retargeting ad. Now this is positioned to people that have already had an interaction with your brand. They may have visited your website. They may have watched a video. They may have engaged in a piece of content, and you're retargeting them with a specific offer. You know, when you visited a website, it feels like you're being followed around on Facebook and all around the internet when you've hit a website of a very good marketer, because you're being retargeted. And this is what we want to do in our Facebook marketing strategy. So they're the 3 key elements. Just to recap, We've got 3 layers. We've got an engagement awareness layer. We have a lead generation to a cold audience, and we have a retargeting campaign to people that have interacted with our brand. Our 4th step is a vital one that many people miss. We need to be tracking our numbers. We can't make the appropriate changes or iterations if we're not tracking the numbers consistently and meticulously. So how much is it costing you per lead? How many leads do you need to get a client? So how much is it costing you for a client? How much is it costing you to have someone watch 25% or 50% of your video? How much is it costing you to reach 1,000 people? Unless you track these numbers, then you can't make the appropriate changes to optimize this strategy and the ads themselves. So it's a tedious step, but it's an absolute necessity if you want to scale the ads and get more out of your Facebook marketing strategy. The 5th and final step in our Facebook marketing strategy is a commitment to never-ending improvement. So many people will tell me, they will say, Dan, Facebook marketing doesn't work because you tried one ad once. That was it. There was no commitment. There was no refinement. There was no development of that skill. And Facebook marketing is no different to anything else. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes hours of development. But I assure you, I can promise you that the results will be truly worth it. And I know this not only from my experience, but we have well over 100 clients that have completely changed their lives and their businesses because they have mastered this skill. So it needs commitment, it needs refinement, it needs development. And when you do so, you will change the trajectory of your business and your life. A Facebook marketing strategy can completely change your business and your life when you get it right. And getting it right involves these 5 critical steps. Number 1, let's be really clear about the goals and the outcomes we want. Number 2, let's understand our market and our customer better than they understand themselves. Number 3, let's set up a successful campaign with 3 different layers. Number 4, let's track the data because what gets measured gets managed. And number 5, let's commit. When you follow these 5 critical steps, you will be able to generate leads on tap, no matter what industry you're in or what industry you may be in the future. It is a skill that will serve you for many, many years. Now, there's only so much that I could fit in this short video, but I do have a Facebook ad swipe file. So if you'd like that swipe file, just put swipe file in the comments and we'll make sure that we get that out to you, because we want you to continue to develop this skill well beyond this very short video. Thank you so much for watching another game-changing episode on Profit Made Simple. If you got value, give us a like and please subscribe and share it with other fellow business owners if you know they can benefit too. Lastly, remember this: you have the power to shape your destiny. Embrace these strategies and watch your profits soar.